Model railroaders, rather than waste your money on expensive, noisy locomotives, try creating something of value. This locomotive here is a Atlas U23B. I'm turning it into a SF30B. And this here is a Rail Power Products ST45-2 that I'm turning into a B unit. And I've already put the milli put on it. And if you use that milli put and you have too much and you want to save it for later, put it in the freezer. That's what I do. It works just as well after you take it out of the freezer and thaw it out as it does when you first mix it up. So anyway, I fashioned all these parts here with scraps of pieces that I had sitting around. And then I use the milli put and I put it in cracks and grooves and any place that needs to be changed. And then after I do that, I go through and I put a coat of paint, a really thin coat of paint on there just to see, like that right there. I didn't really notice that until after I had the paint on there. So I can sand a little bit more, but you don't want to sand too much, or I can put some more milli put on there. And then also right here, I really don't like that groove right there. This is a scrap piece of long hood from a ST60 Proto 2000 that I had sitting around. It's not really a straight cut, so I'm going to have to fill that with some milli put. And these here, these two, they're a little bit rough yet. Sometimes you can fill that in with paint, but if it's too deep, then you just use the milli put and glaze over it again. So, yeah, I don't waste my money on sound. I tried it over 20 years ago. I just as soon do a custom loco. Like when I get this done, I guarantee this will be worth more than any factory-made locomotive with sound. The only way you can make a factory locomotive with sound more valuable is to detail it, customize it. Other than that, they're not really worth that much after you buy it. They depreciate. This one here, this is Athearn Genesis. I bought one on eBay. It didn't have the cutout on the front. So I did that. I cut that out, but it's not really rare because you can buy one already made. But this one right here, you can't buy one of these. It's ST45B. I see one of these on eBay the other day, just a few days ago. Athearn Blue Box dummy. It was bidding at over $200. This right here is not a dummy. It's powered. It's a Kato. So it doesn't. I don't really do lights in those. It might have a light on one end, but here's some custom lighting right here. It's got ditch lights. That's fun to do. I'm not really concerned with sound. I do a lot of custom locos. I enjoy doing it, and they're more valuable after I've done it than when I bought them. And over here, we have a Broadway Limited that I bought a little over 20 years ago when this was still fairly new. You know, sound anyway, just coming out into the market. This was a regular price, $250. I bought it at Ryder's Hobby Shop on sale for $200. And I kind of regret wasting my money on it because it may sound good. Other than that, it's a piece of shit. I've had to fix some of the electronics. The paint doesn't stay on it, just like a older Kato. But a Kato, they copied Kato. It's basically identical the way it's put together. So they copied Kato, but the quality is not there. Here's a Kato that I've aged. I like this loco better than this loco, and this doesn't have sound. But here is a B unit that I did a few months ago. And I guarantee you this right here is worth more than this loco. This is probably worth $300-400, maybe $500, depending on how things go on eBay. I'm never going to sell it anyway. So I've got over 260 locomotives, and the only way I could do that is by not wasting my money on sound. I watch people on YouTube. I'm not going to say who they are, but they're so concerned with getting sound in their locos. It just amazes me. Nobody has the skills anymore to actually create something of value. They're just more concerned with having something noisy. Down here in this basement, when my trains are running without sound, they're noisy enough. I really don't need to add to the sound to that. And here's a custom loco. See, this is a Proto 2000 SD9 with a different, more modern cab. Okay? So I insist that you learn how to customize your locomotives because it is more worthwhile. I don't have buyer's remorse. After I've done a custom loco, I enjoy looking at it. Over 90% of my locos are stationary when I'm down here playing with my trains. So what's the point of having sound in all of them? They're just parked here. I like looking at them. I like making different consist. I feel sorry for people that have a railroad that has one paint scheme and that's it. And you put the locos together and it consists. They all look the same. You can't change the colors here and there. That's why I have so many different kinds, because I enjoy making a consist. All the different colors that I have. Post BNSF merger is probably the best time to model for a railroad, because of all the different colors. I don't care for the new BNSFs, the swoosh, heritage trees, the wedge, whatever you want to call it. I don't like those. You won't see one on my layout. My time period is late 2000 or early 2000s to mid, not late 2000s. That's when they had the wedge. So, all right. Thank you.